The Central Texas area is growing very quickly, but how are cities in our area coping with that growth?
The city of Belton has seen its population increase 12% since 2013, and now it's eyeing another area which could boom in the near future. Channel 6 News reporter Kurtis Quillin looked into how these cities are bracing for the growth. He joins us now in studio. Curtis.
Well, good evening, Doug and Leslie. As the population in the area increases, so does the number of kids in nearby schools. Now, Belton ISD is anticipating growth of 31% in the next 10 years. With that in mind, we asked them what they're doing to brace for this growth. The city of Belton says to cope with this growth, they need to have infrastructure in place. That includes mainly roads, water, and sewer. So we spoke to the city about where it's focusing its money in dealing with the rapid growth like we've already seen in the Belton area.
The growth is inevitable, and we should meet it the best way that we can.
The saying, if you build it, they will come, isn't just a cliche for the city of Belton.
We've grown by about 3,600 students over the last decade, and we anticipate to grow another 3,500, 3,600 students over the next decade.
And it's not just Belton. New homes are going up all over Hewitt, too.
Inside Hewitt, we've got Moonlight subdivision. It's several hundred lots there. We've got Sunflower Ridge. There are developers that are wrapping up development in Stone Ridge.
So how are cities getting ready for this explosion of people? We'll start in Belton. In 2006, the city connected Sparta Road with State Highway 317. Once that happened, Walmart, H-E-B, and other businesses popped right up.
And once that connection was made, it kind of primed the area for future growth.
Now the city wants to expand sewer service in the area south of the Bell County Expo Center between Loop 121 and the Lampasas River. City spokesman Paul Romer says they estimate it will take $6 million and they'll be taking bids on the project soon.
That type of change, that type of impact, we believe can happen again in the south if sewer goes into that area.
Belton ISD is already prepared for the growth that might come with it. The new Lake Belton High School will open in 2020. The district also has plans for a 109-acre plot of land on Shanklin Road near the Expo Center.
Possibly an elementary school, possibly a third high school down the road, or perhaps even a middle school. And so that property will be available to accommodate the school district's growth.
Belton ISD Superintendent Susan Kincannon says the district grew by more than 400 students this year, about 3.7%.
At the high school level, we grew over 5% this year.
As more and more families continue to pour into the area, that means more roads too. A project called the Lake to Lake Road will connect Stillhouse Hollow Lake with Belton Lake, providing the city another north-south highway. Annexation is another option for Belton to give the city more room to grow, but in Hewitt, that's not an option. In spite of seeing apartments and housing developments pop up across the city, there's no room for it to grow. It's landlocked by Waco, Robinson, and Lorena. But no annexation means no need for major infrastructure projects.
The big picture for us, we're not having to do long-term planning for annexing new land and trying to extend utilities. We've kind of already done that.
So take a look at South Belton and take another look at Southeast Hewitt. Because chances are, once you blink, these areas will look drastically different as Central Texas continues to grow at unprecedented rates. Now, the south side of Belton isn't the only area the city is seeing growth in. North Belton is booming as well, but the infrastructure there is already in place. As for the growth in Hewitt, City Manager Adam Miles tells me much of it in the years to come will be largely commercial, saying the intersection of Hewitt Drive and I-35 could soon become a retail area. The same could soon be true for Belton on I-35 south of the Expo Center once sewer is in place. Again, the city is preparing to take bids on that project. Channel